Hi everybody, we are now talking about regressions and dealing with missing numbers. And we have imported our pandas library, matplotlib to plot stuff and stats models to make some regressions later on. But the easiest way to dealing with not a numbers like they are in pandas data frames, it's by list-wise deletion, which means that if you find a missing number, then you delete the whole row of data, which means that you are deleting a whole observation. So this is the simplest way to deal with missing numbers. There are more advanced ways to deal with missing numbers by imputing other numbers like the average or from a model. But in this video, we are dealing with not a number, and we just delete the whole row. And this is actually what a lot of regression methods do in R and in Excel. So we are just reading out or reading in our mpg.csv file and putting this into the mpg pandas data frame. And we just print this data frame and we get the 5 first observations and the 5 last observations. And in this horsepower row, we do have some missing numbers. And we are going later on to explain the miles per gallon by use of the horsepower. So just note that this data frame now has 398 rows, which means 398 observations. And if we check here with the mpg.isNA method, and its sum method, then we see that for each of the numerical variables, we get how many not a numbers, which are missing numbers, are in that column. So the only column with the missing numbers would actually be the horsepower column. So we want to get rid of these numbers or these observations, and then we can use the drop NA method of the data frame, and we just set subset horsepower because we are checking for NAs in horsepower or the horsepower column, and in place equals true means that we are actually changing the MPG data frame. So if we do this and we just print the MPG data frame again, then we see that we have only 392 rows, which are 392 observations, whereas we had 398 observations on the get-go, which means that we have lost 6 observations because we did not have any number for horsepower.